entire playoffs in this ball game and did beat Long Beach City College 40-36. This is no slouch, but they just did not come to play in this game. Here comes from his own 20, Davis, 30, and he's upended at the 36, making a run back of 18.
Slowly pulling away from this one is RCC.
Touchdown would end it.
Definitely would.
Yeah, 35-14. And it's just been mistakes, Dan. You mentioned it. It's been penalties, turnovers, and add the high snap.
Too many occurring, huh?
Yeah, well, looks like Luna livid on the near sideline. So is the remainder of that Chaffey defense that's on the field. And like a needle popping the air out of a balloon, the Chaffey offense just has not been the same unit over the last few minutes. Snap is back. King looking left to pump fake. He's going long. Hit as he throws. Fires to Whitney. He's got it. Down to the 20, 15-10, reaching for the end zone, and he's got it down to the 1. King from his own 30 throws a 69-yard bomb to Isaac Whitney, and he's near the end zone.
We just witnessed possibly the best pass
that's right.
Nicholas King has thrown all season long, taking a big hit, standing strong and tall in the pocket right there, getting it down to his number one guy, Isaac Whitney.
Whitney is hurt. He's limping off the field, luckily under his own power.
He'll be all right.
But that's something that the Tigers haven't seen a whole lot of. That was, my apologies, a 64-yard pass completion to Isaac Whitney. Goal line set. Nicholas King hands off to Foster, and he's into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown.
That was fast.
Yeah, 2 plays, 65 yards, and the Tigers are an extra point from a 28-point advantage, 41-14 our score.
Going back to that last play, Nicholas King showing his potential, I believe, on that deep pass to Isaac Whitney. Perfectly sound technically right there. That's exactly what you want to see out of the guy. A guy known for his elusiveness when he steps out of the pocket, right there showing what he could do inside the pocket.
Denzel Foster's 6th rushing touchdown of the season. And Jermel Walker is called for the 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct.
Actually, it was the other number 7 on the other squad.
Oh, for Chaffey?
Yes, it was.
Really?
It was Tor Boyd.
He's been a non-factor today. Other scores from around junior college. Long Beach City is tied with Citrus in the 4th. Long Beach City. Dang, they very well could lose again. Wow.
Talk about a turn for the worse.
That is really disappointing. And then San Mateo winning by 17 over Diablo Valley, and San Francisco up by 36. Those are 2 teams that are vying for a spot representing the North in the state championship. Their championship match will be in 3 weeks from today, along with ours, if Riverside, albeit, takes care of business.
True.
They did so today, around 3:20 local time. Camacho bangs it out of the back of the end zone yet again. Camacho, that'll be yet another touchback, sending the ball out to the 20, and Chaffey, who hasn't scored in about 10 minutes, returns to the field.
Points are coming in bunches for Riverside. It seems like in 5 minutes they've amounted 14 points, or even less than 5 minutes.
Oh, it's been about 2 minutes. They've amounted 16, if you include the safety.
There you go, 16 in about what looks like 2 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what's been so great for the Tigers. They're able to, unlike the beginning of the year, mount consecutive drives for points. 2-back set, Levi Plant still into the game. And a handoff goes to Tyler Telfie with a head of steam, outreaching to the 31-yard line for gain of 6.
You see Chaffey try to keep Riverside, what they like to say, honest. But for how long can they continue with the run game?
Yeah.
I mean, time's running out.
Chaffey's looking at potentially just playing for a bowl game. They're going to have to beat L.A. Harbor next week to buy themselves into a bowl game appearance. And they may play a team like El Camino, squad that we faced earlier on in the year. 2nd and 4. If they cannot win today, Chaffey's looking at a 5-4 record in danger of falling to 500. Nick Birdsong to the outside, has room, but is pushed out of bounds by Trayvon Watson out to the 41-yard line.
Trayvon Watson getting some of that embarrassment back with that big hit there on the sideline.
Trayvon Watson, he was not going to get thrown on his back that time. Would not be denied was Nick Birdsong. That'll be a 9-yard pickup. Again, I want to thank you all for joining us on the National Sports Radio Station on Spreaker.com. 13:08 to go. Tigers lead 42-14. Play action fake, wings it out near side. Caught by Wimberly. His first catch of the half. Out zigzags across midfield, and he's bullied to the turf by Jeremiah Mitchell at the 48, making a 12-yard pickup. Move the chains at Chaffey 1st and 10.
Despite that first down, Jeremiah Mitchell showing how much hustle he's got in his game right there, coming all the way from the defensive line, all the way down the field.
That's amazing. Yeah. That is.
It's a J.J. Watt style type of play right there.
Yeah, the J.J. Watt of the Tigers has to be Jeremiah Mitchell. Not only has he recorded 3 sacks this year, but he's also been on a number of pass deflections. J.J. Watt type of plays. That whole defense has been among the best D-line in junior college. Off a cloud of dust. There goes Mullen out to around the 48.
Chaffey doing Riverside a favor by continuing to run the ball here and killing some clock for Riverside.
Well, runner pass. Chaffey hasn't been able to do a whole lot. Did they cut that Riverside lead to 12? But that was just about it. Tigers scored 16 unanswered in the third, and now they lead with under 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes away, Dan, from a National Central Conference championship. They'd be the winners of that and the number 1 seed. Tyler Telfy with the call. Slips off of 2 tackles, and there he goes. Off to the races. Nearly fumbled the football. Still on his feet across the 20. Refusing to go down all the way to the Riverside 18.
Well, how much of all that was a little too late for...
too little, too late.
Yeah.
Well, for good measure, they are in the red zone. They have converted 90% of their red zone opportunities for touchdowns. The reason why they trail 42-14, Dan, this is their second trip all game inside the red zone. The Tigers have had 6 trips inside the 20. 2-back set. Nick Birdsong wanders in motion. Plant wings it to the end zone, but out of the reach of his intended target, Marquise Wimberly. Cortland Fort and Trayvon Watson on the coverage. 2nd and 10.
You could tell who Levi Plant's number 1 receiver is right off the bat. Constantly looking for Marquise Wimberly, a guy who's already been offered by Weber State so far.
Well, the most fun unit to watch, I think I can speak for you as well, Dan, has been that defense. Let's see what they can do in the red zone. 2nd and 10. Ball rests at the 19-yard line. This drive started here from their own 20. Nick Birdsong flanks the quarterback. A trio to the near hand side. Handoff goes to Birdsong. Bouncing off his own man and won't get anywhere. Tackle made for the Tigers by Thaddeus Lagrone. That'll be a loss of 2.
That play was totally blown up in the backfield right there.
Thomas Brown in there as well. Thomas Brown hasn't played since week number 4 of the season. Him along with Brock Carman have seen themselves onto the bench. Kelly Helinski getting warmed up on the far sideline for the Tigers. We have seen just about enough of Nicholas King tonight. I'd love to see what Helinski has in store in the final 10:35. Tigers lead 42-14. Bootleg. Plant wings it to the end zone, but out of the back. Now make it 4th and 12. Do the Panthers go for it?
It's obvious that they're going to go for it.
It's now 4th down for the Panthers.
Well, from their own 25, the offense is still out on the field. Opposing 25. Into the game is Marquise Wimberly, Markeen Farah, who has yet to make a catch in the second half, along with Alec Dana. Tight end for the Panthers is Austin Beltran. 4th and 12, this for the game. Not that it's over already. Snap is back. Plant looking left. Hesitates. Down he goes. Another sack. That time in to apply the pressure. Thaddeus Lagrone, Christopher Lewis. That'll be a 4 and out. And the Chaffey Panthers can kiss their playoff hopes goodbye. That is a sack to seal the game. The Tigers, 42-14, have officially brought in their backup quarterback, Kelly Helinski. And the mercy clock is now into effect. They just rolled as much clock as they possibly could.
Here we go.
Disappointing way to go for Chaffey. Pretty much had no chance coming into this ball game. They gave it a shot, and just only being able to amount 14 points on an RCC team that's going to rack them up.
Pistol handoff, but the play is blown dead. Well, Helinski was warming up, but he isn't out there. Unfortunately, I have no idea why you keep King into the game. I think now's the time where you get some snaps for Kelly Helinski and see what he can do.
Well, I guess the mindset is Nicholas King still needs reps. He still needs to go through all his learning experience, and every minute, every snap counts for RCC.
But we may not see another pass for King. 10:08 to go. Pistol back, handoff goes to Foster, and he'll squirm his way out to around the 24-yard line, making it gain of 1, if that.
We're going to see RCC just try to take as much time off of that clock.
Well, Denzel Foster, on the last time, just scored his 18th career touchdown. Looking for yet another. Pistol handoff goes to Foster, and he'll fight his way out to around the 27. Now make it a 3rd and 11 here from their own 26.
If you count the first play with the penalty, that'll be 3 straight plays, straight dives with Denzel Foster. Nothing flashy, nothing fancy about what RCC's doing. It's obvious they just want to run away with this one.
Yeah, 9:14 to go. No funny business here on the road. Just looking for a win, no matter how you get it. Denzel Foster still into the game. Jawan Thomas and Isaac Whitney as your wide receivers. Junior Pomade, the tight end. Pistol handoff. Foster outside. Has room across the 30. And he is veered out of bounds. But they'll move that clock as well. That will be a 3 and out for the Tigers offensively. And into the game, the punt is Anthony Zamora. We're down to 8:40 to go. Again, want to thank you all for joining us on the National Sports Radio Station on Spreaker.com.
Right there, the official to the far side giving Denzel Foster a gift. It was obvious Denzel Foster was taken out of bounds, but they still elect to run that clock.
Yeah. I'm sure the referees want to get out of here as well. Yeah, them officiating for Chaffey today, it's just been atrocious all the way around.
It's an early game, so there's still time to go out.
Yeah. Boy, Dan Gadino's day just begins. There's still plenty more left to do. For the Tigers, that definitely is the case. There's still plenty more football left to be played in this season, as they are a mere 7:58 away from their 3rd National Central Conference title in 4 years.
Make some noise for the winner of our 50-50 drawing, Michelle Cheetah. Michelle is the winner of our 50-50 drawing. Congratulations, Michelle Cheetah.
Yeah, the rest of our games will be at home. I did forget about that. We will close out the regular season with a home contest against Citrus. Then we'll host both the first and second round of the playoffs. And the lone road game, if we get to that, is the state championship game, is it at home? Wow, really? The state championship game would be at Riverside City College, a place where the Tigers have won their last 28 games.
Talk about home field advantage right there.
So the team out of the north is going to travel at least 200 miles to reach the